Hi, this is Joe again with another review. And of course, Happy New Year. This is my first video in 2018, in the new year. And of course, appropriate enough, is on the first day of 2018. so, naturally, of course, obviously, there's no 28 movies yet to review. But I'm going to review a movie back from 2009 called 12 Rounds, starring John Cena and Steve Harris. And let me tell you, this movie is a piece of crap. I mean, it's horrible. It's horrible. And it is a total ripoff of a little movie that some of you might have heard of. It came out back in 1995, called Die Hard with a Vengeance, which was slightly better than this thing is. And of course, it's also a little more controversial than this thing is, than 12 Rounds is. But there's neither here or there. But for 12 Rounds, it's just a total ripoff and pretty much a remake of Die Hard with a Vengeance. Of course, like I said earlier, it's just current WWF. I still call it World Wrestling Federation. I don't give a shit. It's from World Wrestling Federation wrestler John Cena, who plays a New Orleans cop. And after they help out, one particular time when they help out the FBI, and to backing them up to hunt down a gun runner. And while they were attempting to arrest him, the guy's girlfriend runs into the street and gets run over by a car and gets killed. So the gun runner blames John Cena's character of killing his girlfriend. Of course, we all know that the guy the gun runner told the girlfriend to run, and she didn't pay attention where the hell she was running. Runs out in the street and she gets hit by a car and dies. So it's not, John Cena, if you want to chase me, your girlfriend would be alive. That type of nonsense. Well, a year later, John Cena's character does get promoted to a detective because of what happened in this incident. And of course, the guy which you never see, by the way, you never see it happen in the film, but the guy who John Cena arrested breaks out of jail and goes out on all these crazy little stunts that he puts John Cena to go through to get his girlfriend back. Because the guy kidnaps John Cena's girlfriend and says, look, if you don't do these 12 tasks, or 12 rounds, like a boxing match, I'm going to kill your girlfriend. So, of course, what does he do? He does all these crazy stunts, like stopping a trolley car the brakes fail on. It was on one of the buses, in New Orleans, his girlfriend was there. They had a confrontation on the bus. Or if you come near me, or if you shoot me, my finger's going to go off the trigger, and the bomb that she's wearing is going to go off. And, all this type of crazy nonsense shit. And say, hey, this is just like Die Hard 3. I said it right away. I didn't know about the thing with Wikipedia made that reference. But because I didn't look it up yet, to make sure I get the year right, the movie came out. I happened to see this, and I said, I'm watching this thing for the first time, just the other night, and I said, hey, this is just like Die Hard 3. But Die Hard 3 was better. This didn't work. Because if you're trying to make almost rip off one of the Die Hard movies, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. I mean, the only one that really worked okay was Speed, maybe. But most movies that ripped off Die Hard, 9 times out of 10, they all suck. And this one was no different. This one was just awful, terrible. I mean, true, you have John Cena who can physically do all the stunts and all the physical work because he's a wrestler. So he can do all the physical stuff. He's in the shape to do it, and he could physically possibly do it. But the movie is awful because you have about There's about an hour 50-minute movie. You have about an hour and 45 minutes of it was just pure action, and about maybe about 5 minutes of plot. Maybe 5 minutes of plot. And so I mean, I like action movies just like the next guy, but I prefer my action movies to have a plot, like the Die Hard movies, or Lethal Weapon, or Lethal Weapon films, or even Star Trek movies. You get, I'm talking about with the original cast. At least they have a plot to those movies. This movie, 12 Rounds, had zero plot. I mean, where is the plot? I'm watching this thing and said, where is the plot here? True, I get that the guy wants to get revenge on John Cena, on John Cena's character for the death of it, or the accidental death of his girlfriend. That makes sense, but to it would be better or more fun. It's true, it would be like a cliche movie, but if Cena and his partner would hunt this guy down instead of doing all these stupid little Die Hard 3 activities there to get the life or death things to get the girlfriend back. I mean, those just total bullshit and it's totally crap. I mean, I can't believe we're going this long on this movie, but this movie is that terrible. And it is produced by the World Wrestling Federation because already at that time, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, so was already doing movies, and his movies were busts too. Were at that time were lousy movies like the Tooth Fairy or the G.I. Joe films. So his movies were not that great either. So I figured, okay, let's do a movie star John Cena, and this movie sucks. I know he did a couple of films, but this movie is, terrible. I mean, they're trying to do movies with wrestlers in them. The only good movie that had a wrestler in it was Hulk Hogan back in 1982 when he did Rocky 3. And that was like what? Now we're in 2018. That's like 36 years ago. It was the only good movie with a wrestler in it. But any other time we had a former wrestler in a movie, 9 times out of 10 the movie's gonna suck. I was going to say 9.99999999995 times out of 10, the movie is going to suck. And this movie sucks big time. I mean, like I said earlier, anytime you rip off a Die Hard movie, it's going to suck. And especially the movie that, the most controversial of the Die Hard films. Like I mentioned in my Die Hard movie series review, Die Hard 3 was the most controversial one because it came out exactly 1 month after the Oklahoma City bombing in 1995. So was it 14 years later they made a remake with John Cena? I mean, we're going 12 rounds. I mean, it's almost exactly the same plot. We didn't have like a Mad Bomber thing. You only had like maybe one real scene in the film when you had a bombing. That was when the villain, bombs John Cena's house and John Cena's truck. But that's it. That's the only real bombing scene in that movie. But in Die Hard 3, when you had about like 3 or 4 different bomb scenes in that film. But that movie, 12 Rounds, is just terrible. Because I am not that crazy about movies that ripped off Die Hard. I mean, you had, I think one of the first ones was Speed. That was really the first one was Die Hard on a bus. Then you had Under Siege, which was like Die Hard on a boat. I think Under Siege was first, and then came Speed. Then you had Cliffhanger with Stallone, which is like Die Hard on a mountain. Then you had Under Siege 2, which was Die Hard on a train. Then you had Passenger 57 with Wesley Snipes, was a Die Hard on an airplane, which they did in Die Hard 2, with the airport stuff. Were taking place in an airport. And of course now you have this movie, which is Die Hard in New Orleans. I mean that's what this is, Die Hard in New Orleans. And it's just This movie does not work. I mean, I like John Cena as a wrestler, but as an actor, forget it. I mean, he should just go stick with wrestling until he's not out, when he's old enough not to do it anymore. He's already 40 years old already, so he maybe he could wrestle maybe 2 or 3 more years, and then he should quit wrestling and maybe get some better roles. I mean, action movies. I'm not gonna say I'm trying to get into action films, but if you're ripping off like I said earlier, if you're ripping off a Die Hard movie, you're not gonna get very far as an action film, because it's all been done before. Like I've mentioned already. So that's my review of the movie 12 Rounds. I like to do a short video once in a while. Please click on the video, please rate it, feel free to subscribe to it, feel free to comment. Please subscribe to my channel, and please forward this video onto your Facebook pages. You can check out all my videos on my YouTube channel at rowdyc.com. There's OWDY and then C.com. There's a homepage to the Rowdy Reviewer. Christy Moore. Please check out all of his videos on his website as well. Thanks for watching, and catch you next time. And of course, have a happy and healthy 2018. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.